Hello YouTube, my name is Maureen and welcome to Reem Reads. There was, okay, so power went out of my house last night, so I got some reading done. Finished the book that I was talking about in my previous video, so I can do a review on it for you guys. And this book, I liked it up until the very end, so we can talk about it. This is her Fearful Symmetry by Audrey Niffenegger. She wrote The Time Traveler's Wife, which I know is getting a lot of recent buzz on BookTube. If you haven't read that, read that. It's phenomenal. So let me tell you a little bit about this. I bought it at Barnes& Noble. Currently at your Barnes& Noble, perhaps it may be on the buy two get one free little tables they have around the summertime. So definitely check it out if this is something you would be interested in. So the story follows two twin girls named Julia and Valentina, and they have a mother named Edie and an aunt named Elspeth. Now their mother and aunt were also twins. The aunt was living in England, Elspeth, and she has passed away, and she has left the twins her estate under a few conditions. One of them being her parents are not allowed, or the twins' parents are not allowed in the flat for a whole year, and both of the twins must live in the flat for a full year before deciding on what they were going to do. Just to give you a little backstory. Now, characters are very much on point. I know with Audrey Niffenegger's writing, especially in Time Traveler's Wife, you could see a lot of, deep, wonderful characterization. All of their little quirks and like their personalities really come out. So their personalities really drive them to do the things they do in the book, which is really interesting. Now, the plot was definitely interesting going into it because you're like, oh, they're twins, and then the mom is a twin, and then there's like the subplot with a man that lives either above them or below them in the flat, or in the series of flats, I guess. And he has his own little story going on. He is agoraphobic and has OCD, so very interesting there. I almost thought that was a more interesting story than the story with the twins, which it kind of feels like they were made to be two separate books or two separate stories, but kind of fit into one. That really makes sense. This book is set in England, so you get to, it almost makes you feel like when you're reading it, you feel like you're there. You feel the cold, you feel the rain. You just know it's very drab and very meh, just how England is. Um, this is set current day, so you don't have to worry about anything, any old English, or it wasn't set in like the 1970s or anything, so it's set in present day. Overall, the book was very, very great up until the end. I feel like a character makes a choice that is unexpected, and there wasn't really anything in the plot that would, drive the character to make this choice. Well, there is, but you don't really, I don't think it's really warranted, if that makes sense. But I will let you guys take a look at it, or if anybody else has read it, you can comment below and let me know what you thought. Because I honestly really loved it up until the end, so I was wondering if anybody else shared the same sentiment as me. Page-wise, I did already take a look at this. 401. So 100 pages over what I would consider average. The text, I do love the chapter headings, or like the text is like really pretty. And then there's like 3 separate books, and they have these beautiful pictures of where the flat is. The flat is located outside of Highgate Cemetery. So each one of these little, like, part 1, part 2, part 3, you get to see these like beautiful photos of Highgate, which is cool. Um, but yeah, would I recommend this book? Most definitely. Recommend it to anybody who's into contemporary fiction. There is a little bit of magical realism, so if you are into that, I would definitely, check it out. Also, if you did like The Time Traveler's Wife, I would recommend that as well. Or I would definitely recommend this if you like Time Traveler's Wife, is what I meant to say. So I think that's about it. That's all I really have to cover for you. If you've read it, comment below. Say hi. You know, make yourself known. Alright, YouTube. Till we meet again.